Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. So in this video, my topic is static block in Java. This is very important guys. So shall we start now? What is a static block? What is the definition of static block? So we can say the static block is a group of statement that gets executed only once when the class is loaded into the memory by Java class loader. It is also known as static initialization block. When a block loaded, when the class is loaded, then only. Static block is the block with keyword static is used to initialize the static data member. Next, it is executed before the main method at the time of class loading time. .class file is loaded into the memory only one time. That is only one time the static blocks will be executed. So guys, static blocks, what is the static blocks? Group of statement. Uh, when static block will loaded at the time of class loading time, and it is loaded before main method. Next, .class file loaded into the memory at once, so the static block also executed at once. This is very simple definition of static blocks. Next, what is the syntax of static block? Static block with keyword static, body of the static block, starting body and end of the body. Inside the body, group of statement you can take. Some important points are there, which is very important. So, instance blocks execution depends upon the object creation. If we create a 10 object 10 times, instance blocks will be executed. But the static blocks execution depends upon the class loading. Since the class is loaded only one time, so static blocks will be executed only one time. Understood? Instance block execution depends upon the object creation. When we create object, then only instance blocks will execute. But the static blocks when execute at the time of class loading time. There is one simple example, guys. So look at here. One class that is test. Here I am taking one static block. Inside the static block, I am taking one print statement. Static block is involved. Then there is a one main method here. So inside the main method, I am taking one print statement that is welcome guys. So how the execution will start? When this class will load, then only static block will execute. So this statement will print at the time of class loading time. Means first this will print static block is involved. Then only after loading the class inside the main method statement will print. So this will print after the static block execution. So what will be the output? First of all this statement, second welcome guys. That's all. I am giving you a brief introduction about static blocks. So with the help of a simple program. This is our program. This is class name static block test. I am taking here one private type static variable, list type variable, that is list. I am taking here one static block. Inside the static block, I am assigning some value inside the list, that is list dot add 1 2 3 4. So inside the list I am taking 4 values. Now I am taking here public void test list. This is the what method? This is the method. So I'm taking inside the method one print statement. I'm printing here list. Then I'm taking here main method. So how execution will start? First of all, when the class will be loaded, then only this statement static block will execute. It means list value will store inside the list variable. Before execution, this will static block will execute. After loading of the class, the main method will execute. Then here I am creating one. Here I am creating SBT variable, SBT object of class static block test, and I am calling sbt dot test list. Means this method I am calling. So after execution, main method will execute. So it will give a call to test list method. Then the message will print list variable already have some values. Before execution, at the time of class loading time, list variable store some value 1 2 3 4. So this will print here. So what will be the output? Output will be 1 2 3 4. Likewise. So this will be the execution of the program. Next, order of execution of multiple static blocks. I am giving you a brief idea about static blocks, how static blocks will execute, and how instance blocks will execute. So this is our class name. Here I am taking two instance block, uh, instance block 1, instance block 2. I am giving two messages here. I am taking here two static blocks also. This will print first static block will print static block 1, second will print static block 2. This is only for understanding purpose. So I am taking here likewise. Now this is our main method. Inside the main method, I am creating one object without name. I am creating generally one object. So what will be the output of this program? First of all, when class will loaded, then static block, first of all, static block will execute. It means first static block, it will print static block 1, then second static block, it will print static block 2. After that, after the loading of the class, the execution start from main method. So here I am creating one object. So at the time of creation of object, the instance block will execute. So after the two statement, static block 1, static block 2, when we create this object, instance block will execute. It means first instance block 1 and then instance block 2 message will print. So what will be the output? Static block 1, static block 2, instance block 1, instance block 2. This is very simple execution I am taking here, because this is only for understanding purpose. So guys, understood? Next, here I am taking another example, execution of static instance block and constructor also. I am taking in this program constructor also. So here this is class name, that is test. I am taking here two instance block, two static blocks and two constructor also. So there is a one instance block, second instance block. Here static block, there is static block 1, I'm printing static block 2, I'm printing inside the second static block. I'm taking here one constructor, that is without argument constructor, and second construct this will print a zero argument constructor. Second one, argument constructor or parameterized constructor, so this will print a one argument constructor. I'm taking six things here. After that, I'm taking here main method. So how the execution will start and how the output will print. First of all, at the time of class loading time, everyone knows the static block will execute. So first of all, static block means this will print static block 1, then second static block 2. After the loading of the class, execution start from where? From main method. So I am creating here one object without name. So when we create one object, at the time of object creation, the constructor and instance block will execute. Before going to constructor, the instance block execute first at the time of creation of object. So first of all, at the time of creation of any object, the instance block will execute. It means this will print instance block 1, instance block 2. After that, this is for no argument constructor. So after the instance block, no argument constructor will execute. It means this will print zero argument constructor. Now I am creating another object that is also without name. This is for parameterized constructor. So I am creating another object here. So instance block again execute at first before going to the constructor. So again this will print instance block 1, instance block 2, then only the parameterized constructor will execute. It means one argument constructor this will print. So what will be the output of this program? First of all, static block 1, then static block 2. After that, when we create the no argument constructor, then instance block 1, instance block 2, then constructor will execute. That means zero argument constructor. After the creation of a second object to the parameterized constructor, again instance block will execute before going to the constructor. So instance block 1, instance block 2, then only one argument constructor this will print. So that will be the output of this program. Here I am printing the output of the program. First of all, static block 1, 2, then instance block 1, instance block 2, then zero argument constructor. Again, instance block 1, instance block 2, and one argument constructor. Understood, guys? I'm here giving you a short explanation. If you want, then you can read it. There is one important point here. I am taking. Instance block and constructor both are executed during the object creation time. But the instance block will execute first before going to the execution of constructor during the object creation. This is very important, guys. So you have to remember this point. So guys, if you like this video, then please click on like button and share this video with your friend. Click on bell icon so that you can get more notification. Guys, if you have any query, then please write on comment box. If you don't subscribe this channel, then please guys subscribe this channel. Thank you guys to watching this video.